So my name is Russell Webb, and up until this point, I didn't have any story worth sharing until tonight. On 11/4/2014, at approximately 11:27, I had a driver that left a club that was down the street from our rehab. He proceeded to drive down the road, and then he proceeded to turn left onto the railroad tracks. When he turned left onto the railroad tracks, proceeded to try and drive down them. I was doing ground check when I discovered this. I heard a train coming that was from the opposite direction. I called 911. I got 911 on the phone. 911 asked me what my emergency was. I told him, I said, "Ma'am, I'm on 3201 West Pullen Avenue in Pine Bluff, and a drunk driver has proceeded to drive onto the railroad tracks into an oncoming train." The 911 operator proceeded to ask me what kind of car it was. I said, "I don't believe the kind of car is important. What we need to do is stop the train." I held the phone up to where the dispatcher could hear the train horn, and they could hear the car that was trying to go down the railroad tracks. He proceeded to try and turn around off the railroad tracks and got hung up sideways on him. It was a very important situation to get that train stopped. Well, the dispatcher called the train dispatcher. The dispatcher at the train operator place called me. They did get the train stopped, and 911 dispatched police. It took police 4.5 minutes to get there to respond. The drunk driver of the car proceeded to get mad at me because I called 911. This all started at 11:27, and by 1 o'clock in the morning, they were still trying to figure out how to get the train off the tracks. The car off the tracks. They finally figured out how to get the car off the tracks, and when they got the car off the tracks, proceeded to impound the man's car and arrest him to take him to jail for reckless endangerment and a DWI charge. The man in the car was mad at me because I called 911 and possibly saved his life and stopped this big wreck, and for the life of me I couldn't figure out why he was mad. And it was the alcohol speaking. So, the moral of this story, don't drink and drive. Drinking and driving impairs your judgment so bad that you can't tell when you're driving onto the tracks into an oncoming train. And like I said, up until now, I really didn't have a story to share that was worth or had any point. And this has a point. Don't drink and drive. Thank you.